Hello everyone, welcome to Carrie's Crochet and Craft. Today I have a Joann's haul for you. This haul was done on March 21, so it's been a few weeks. But I wanted to share it with you, so I have dug into my purchase a little bit to use, but for the most part I haven't done much with these yarns yet. The yarns at that point were 30% off. And I think most of what I got was yarns. There was one purchase I made that was not yarn, and it was 40% off. So I will show that item to you first because I was really glad to find this item. And sorry, just trying to get it out of the package. Once I saw this particular item, I had to have it, because there is a history in my household of yardsticks not lasting long. I think I've gone through 2 of them, which, you might say, well, that's not such a big deal, but the yardsticks that you usually find are wood, and I have boys, 4 boys. I don't know, if I can't remember if I've even gone through 2. I just know that one that we had, the last one we had, was broken by one of my boys. Anyway, so I was shopping in Joann's, checking out the yarns, and near the yarns I found, or maybe near the clearance, I found this. It's a metal yardstick. Wow! I'm super stoked to find this because, and that's another thing, yardsticks, I could never find one when I wanted to buy one. And when I didn't want to buy one, I would see one. Do you know that conundrum? It's like water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Does that even apply in this situation? I don't know. But I've been wanting a yardstick for the longest time to replace that one that was broken, and I could never find one. So I found one and I bought it, and it was metal. Ain't no boys breaking this one. No siree bob. So, yes. It's by Dritz. Whoop, whoop. Of course, one side has inches. One side has... Oh, that's weird. This side has inches on both top and bottom, and they start at 1 in the middle and then go out to 17 on both sides. That's very interesting to me. Or 18 inches, I guess. What is the purpose of that? You have 4 different sections of one up to 18 inches. But on the other side, we have inches. Sorry. We have inches up here. I'm just learning the ins and outs of this yardstick right now. Inches up here, and then I think that's inches on both sides. Inches on either side. There's not even any millimeters on this. I thought, sure, usually you have like inches and then millimeters on the other side. There's no millimeters to do with anywhere here. I'm a little bit disappointed. Not that I use millimeters that much, but I do like it when a pattern or other thing gives millimeters or centimeters as a measurement, and I want to look and see how does that compare to inches. This doesn't have that. Little bit disappointed on that. But what it does have is in the center here, it has like, 3/4, 7/8, 1/2. So it's the yard measurement. So there's like 1/8 of a yard, 1/4 yard. So that's kind of convenient to have. I'm a little shocked it doesn't have millimeters. So, but I am excited to have a yardstick. Yay. Okay. Came in a little plastic case. Onto the yarn. So, the previous times that I'd gone, there was a lot of the Lion brand Wool Ease Thick and Quick yarn, and every time there were like 2 or 3 times I would go and I'd fill up my cart with yarn and then put it all back. But then one time I went and there were like somebody had come through and bought like a lot of the yarn, and so that actually helps me, because when there's a lot of selection I like want it all, and so it's hard to choose, and then I find it difficult to choose, and so I end up getting nothing. So when there's little to choose from, it was easier for me to say, okay, I want this. So I got some Lion Brand Thick and Quick, Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick. I got 3 skeins of gray marble. Oops. So this is size 6 yarn, 6 ounces, 170 grams, 106 yards, or 97 meters. I love to make hats with these, and then I don't know, I like to make capelets, although I haven't made any for a while. I like to make little capelets, which are short capes that tie in the front, but I haven't made those for a while. Anyway, I got the gray marble Woolies Thick and Quick in gray marble, and then I also got, and I love this color combination, like the lavender and gray that I mentioned in my last video of the cotton yarn that I was using. I just love lavender and gray together, but this is like a, oh, what is it called? Sea glass. So yeah, it's kind of a sea glass green. So this is Woolies Thick and Quick in sea glass, and this is, because it's the variegated, it's only 87 yards and 5 ounces. So they make these skeins slightly smaller, but for the same price. Isn't that lovely? So I got 3 skeins of that as well. So the Woolies is typically $8.99, so it was 30% off. So I got each of those skeins for $6.29. Probably not the best price you could ever find for Lion Brand, but you know, it's there. I also got 2 other skeins, and these, there was only like 1 each on the shelves, so I picked up each one. This one is the Woolies Thick and Quick. It's a 5 ounce, 87 ounces again. This is Fall Leaves, a lovely orange color that will make a perfect hat. Love it. And then I got, this is my favorite colors, the Succulent. Am I right? Succulent? Yes. And so this one is the same measurements as the gray marble with the 106 yards, 6 ounces. So that should make another lovely hat there. Although it does, let me see, it does go with the sea glass very nicely. So maybe I'll make some kind of item using those to coordinate. Okay, I went to the cottons, and so they had gotten in a shipment and they received an entire box full of one color of cotton. I think maybe at, you know, at headquarters or in the distributing center, they probably open these big boxes and divvy out the colors to different Joann so that each Joann doesn't get one singular color per box. I don't know, but it was a lot. It was a lot of this color. They had 2 different colors actually. So they had an entire box of this rainforest color. And so if you saw my previous video about what I made this last week, and I made these market bags, I used this cotton, KNC, and so this is just the yarn haul that I got that yarn in. So this is the KNC Essentials cotton, and there we go. This color is Rainforest. This is a size 3 weight yarn, 180 yards at 3.5 ounces, or 165 meters and 100 grams. So I got 4 of the Rainforest, and I used 1 and a partial 1 on that market bag. And then I got 4 of this color here, which is Ocean Wave. And again, I got 4 of these, and I used 1 and a partial one to make one of those bags. So I ended up getting 4 of these, and I've already used 1 and maybe a third, 1 and a third of them. Okay, which it's a nice cotton. I kind of like using it. Not bad at all. So from there, let's go into baby velvet and Bernat velvet. In the baby section, they have this beautiful brown color, chocolate. I got 1 skein of these. 10.5 ounces or 300 grams. It's 100% polyester, size 4 weight. So I loved this chocolate color. Then I went over to the regular section and I got Bernat velvet in quiet pink, pomegranate, and indigo velvet. So I love these colors together. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I got these mainly for making like winter hats next fall. Might find some other things to make out of these as well. But love the velvet yarns. I just haven't really, I have other velvet yarns too. In fact, I have a mocha color that I bought a while ago. It's over there. But I haven't found a really good pattern that I like to use these with. I do have a hat pattern that Cameron's Creations made a pattern for, and so I might try making that, but she uses a stitch that is just, it seems uncomfortable to make, or cumbersome. It seems cumbersome to make. It's like the half double crochet single or slip stitch, where you yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, and then you pull through all the hoops, you pull it through all the hoops. So it's like the half double crochet, only instead of yarning over, pulling through, yarn over, and then pull through to make the half double crochet. You just yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, and then pull through for a half double crochet slip stitch. Anyway, it just seems like it's, I think I've tried it and it just seemed kind of very awkward to me, and I don't know, it seems difficult to me. So I want to make it though, because those hats are just adorable, and she puts pom-poms on them. So cute. So anyway, I keep buying the velvet yarn because I want to use it, but I just haven't found a pattern that I really want to use it with. So if you have any suggestions for velvet patterns, let me know. And then for the last few items that I bought in this particular haul, I stopped by the Juicy Couture rack and I got some plain and some sparkle. Well, I guess I got 2 sparkle of that. I guess I got a plain one of those, but I guess, oh, that's right, they don't have a sparkle. Sorry. I'm muttering here and you guys don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, so the Juicy Couture skeins, colors, yarn. It's a Luxe Velour. It's 107 yards and 3.5 ounces. And this color is Soft Glow. Let's see, it's a 5-weight yarn and 100% polyester. So the thing with the Juicy Couture, this is what I was muttering about before, is they have a regular color version of it, and then they have a sparkle version. So this one is Soft Glow, but it's the Luxe Velour Sparkle. So both Soft Glow, but this one is without sparkle and this one is with sparkle. Can you see the sparkles? Kind of, maybe? I don't know if you can see them or not. Anyway, trust me, if you can't see it, this has a little bit of a sparkle to it. So there's the regular and then the sparkle. And so I was looking at my lap here and I have this color here and I was thinking, oh, I thought I got a sparkle and a non-sparkle. But then I remembered they don't have the non-sparkle one in stock. They didn't have it in stock. So I got 2 of the sparkle. Of this color, which I just love. This one is, what's it called? watercress. Watercress. And these sparkle ones are, by the way, 98% polyester and 2% metallic. So there you go. So I got 2 of the Luxe Velour Sparkle in watercress. And then I love this color too. This one is a darker green. This one is super greens. Come on. And then this one is the super greens sparkle. Ooh, that one you can really see the sparkles in. Look at that. Stop focusing on my face. There we go. That one you can really see the difference with the sparkles in there. Woo! Okay, so these I got to probably make scrunchies with. So I have a bunch of bands, so I will probably use these for making scrunchies. And actually I was just thinking in my last video with the update of what I made for last week, I also put forth a challenge to make 100 items this next week. And so I'm thinking that maybe I will make some scrunchies, and those will be part of my 100 items that I'm going to make this week. If you want to follow along, I will be doing how many frogs can I make out of these 2 skeins, leggy froggies that is, and then how many Mabel chickens can I make out of this skein of blanket extra. That'll be extra big hens. So anyway, follow along, see how I do making 100 items this week, and we will see you next time. I have some another Joann, 2 more Joann hauls to do, and a Hobby Lobby haul. So join me for those. We'll see you next time. Bye.